ขามาในเมืองใต้ไหนแต่แผนมีเศษต้น
Done?
Yes.
Yes, sir. That's the answer.
Now, with Nancy Reagan saying no to drugs, and Judge Ginsburg, you know, not allowed to sit on the Supreme Court because he smoked marijuana, and you're an accessory to murder if you ever smoke marijuana, according to Nancy Reagan, I figured we'd get an attaboy. We didn't have prisoners, but we had 3 videotapes showing Coonsaw himself. And I thought, boy, is George Bush going to be thrilled about this. We delivered those tapes to Tom Harvey just before Christmas. You try to call Tom Harvey now, because some news people did, and he doesn't return your calls. We delivered these tapes just before Christmas. Tom Harvey called me back and said, Bo, fantastic! You guys actually got in to see Coonsaw. The CIA said he had been assassinated. Somebody needed some pocket change. And there he is talking. And I said, that's right, Tom. I said, that's not fantastic. I said, Harvey, what about the 900 tons? I figured they were just bubbling over there. They were all right. They were dripping in their knickers. But it wasn't from joy. Harvey said, Bo, these are quotes, hand of the square. Said, Bo, there's no interest here in that. You be on the other end of the phone. You've just come out of Burma. You brought what you consider to be a way to stop 900 tons of heroin, not marijuana, and get rid of the cancer that has infected the bureaucracy, and there's no interest. I challenged Harvey, because I'm pretty hard-headed, and I said, Tom, didn't President Reagan appoint George Bush the #1 cop to stop drugs before it comes in the United States? I want to remind him of these little things. And he said, quote, Bo, what can I tell you? There is no interest here in doing that. Now that is White House-ese for saying, get off this subject, leave us alone. I knew that we had trod upon some very sensitive toes. I still didn't have a clue to what was going on, but I knew that we were getting close to finding out. And I took off and went to Burma again. Now, I want to show you some things when I got back to Burma. The United States government wanted Coonsaw killed quick. And here's how they did it. U.S. calls for no mercy in drug war. These are over their newspapers. Airstrikes against Coonsaw's headquarters. Burmese and Thai troops move on Coonsaw. Finally, it says, and there's a picture of some Burmese and Thai standing up on top of a high mountaintop, it said, Coonsaw stronghold seized. Now, many of you are soldiers, airmen, Marines, sailors. You know that airstrikes, troops, mean war. There's hair, eyes, and teeth everywhere. When I went back into Burma in May, I took 2 other Americans with me, and it was the most peaceful area. It was exactly like we had left it. There was one big change. Remember I told you it took us 3 days to ride by horse to get there in November and come out in December? Well, when we went there in May, we went by pickup truck, straight from the Thai border all the way to right to the general's front door. And on the other way coming back, there were Thai military 10-ton trucks covered and loaded. There's only one thing that comes out of the Golden Triangle. That's heroin.
Opening up this temple.
When we got there, General Coonsaw said, what took you so long? I said, General, I was waiting for the war to die down. I don't want to get caught in all of this 26,000 troops and airstrikes, and he just laughed. He said, that was a newspaper war, editor. I said, what do you mean, a newspaper war? He says, the Thai and the Burmese came to me and said that if they don't make it look like they're doing something, they stand to lose tens of millions of dollars this year in drug suppression funds from American taxpayers. And so Coonsaw said, well, make it look like anything you want to, but I want a road built here. They used the newspapers, and I want to show you something. This one here says, I may have to read it to you. U.S. provides another $1.8 million to fight drugs. So it worked. The Thai, and this guy's really smiling. This is a Thai receiving this check from a U.S. ambassador. Kun Sao got what he wanted. Now, he assembled his officers. Took him a week to get them all together because he brought them from all over the place. And now I understand why. I just thought I was going to talk to him. But he said no, and he put me off for a week. He assembled officers from the entire Shan territory, all around the Golden Triangle. They came in. He set everybody down. He brought his secretary out. He had his secretary read from their logs.
I cannot ask the general to cut your throat by revealing any contact that would hurt your economy at this moment. But I pray that he will reveal any of the connection from the older time, or that will not hurt you now, that we might, if they are still in power, that we might be free of them.
He said some of the people he can expose to you. Some was in Burma, some was in Thailand, and some was in America, East in America. But I don't remember all their name, and my secretary remembered them, and he will give the information.
All right.
เมื่อตัวเสียหังเขาตัดแล้วตัดอะไรกัน
เมื่อปีเห็นกับปากพวกชิพาที่ชิพาเนี่ยมีเป็นเสียอยู่ในเมืองลาวอ่ะซึ่งมันชักลีนะชักลีป้องสิ SHECKLEY มันอยู่ใส่สายเงินรับมาเนี่ยมันก่อกับกวนกายาเนี่ยมันต่อเสียใช่ไหมIn 1965 to 1975, there is one CIA agent in Laos. His name is Shackley. Yeah, he was involved in the narcotic business with Lossi Han. Lossi Han.
How would you
Lossi Han. Lossi Han. Lossi Han.
ใครยกที่อาปันมัน
And this Lossi Han was captured by Thai and handed over to Burma. Burmese in
อยู่เลยเอาแต่ปี73อ่ะไหนยิง抓起来是不是
In 1973, this Lossi Han been captured by the Thai. For the police and now he is still in Burma. And this Shackley have doing narcotic business with this Lossi Han. This Shackley was CIA agent.
From 65 to 75.
Yeah. ลูกพ่อในเมืองมาเนี่ยอันก้าอยากเป็นอันจื่อใหญ่วันนั้นอันเหตุการณ์ก่อเหตุก้าอยากเป็นจื่อใหญ่วันนั้นเราเชื่อ At that time, Lossi Han was the famous person in Burma who traffic, who involved in narcotic trafficking. ลูกพ่อนั้นเขาเลยพูดว่าชักลีเนี่ยมันใส่กวนอาญาก่อมันต่อมันอยากเห็นนะ